Hey, welcome back to the GE-71. I am the RadioMan03. We are playing Minecraft on the Xbox 360. I dug a tunnel. It's a big tunnel. It is a big tunnel. I had a different change of heart. Instead of opening this all the way up to the roof, the surface, again, as I should say, the surface, we'll fix that tunnel up to match this tunnel. We're going to do it this way, and I know they're high, and the Endermen could spawn in here, but so far we're pretty fortunate. They don't seem to be showing up in the tunnel at all. This drops every 8 blocks, and I think what I'm going to do is I want to taking off this first row, and I think what I want to do with this tunnel as it drops. I mean, look how big it gets by the time we get down here. It's quite massive. It's quite huge. Very, very huge tunnel. I think instead of running the cart down on this level where we continue to drop like that. The other option I was thinking about is what if when we round this corner, this tunnel continues right down the center. Our track is here, but instead of it dropping down and dropping down with each step, it stays right at this level right here. So it'll come across the middle of this one and it'll just go straight out this way. Straight out. And it keeps going, and so we're riding way above what we're walking on right now, and then we cover this in water and have like this huge waterfall coming down behind us as we ride along and do some cool design work and stuff up inside this tunnel here. It's a huge project, but then that's what my projects are too. And it takes me a long time to get them done because I do most of the work with you guys. I've only been on for a short while today. But then as we come out, we will be actually above this platform right here. This platform I've built, we'll be above it. We'll be up, well, up quite a ways. At least, I would say at least, wow, higher than that even. Probably a couple blocks higher than that. The Enderman farm is going to sit in the middle of this ring right here. We'll pillar up so we can take a look down at the ring. This is the center right here, and this is where our Endermen are going to fall. They're going to fall between, I think what I want to do is this is the center. It's going to be a 2 wide drop. So there and there. And we'll put it more towards the back of the room. We'll give that extra block in the back. So it won't be exactly center, but that's not the big deal. We'll build a cool room around it. It'll be just fine the way it is. We still have some dark spots right here. So we'll have to take care of those. Anyways, let's pillar up now. So that's going to be our pad, where our pad will sit. We will likely enter in somewhere into this building right about in here, I would imagine, according to the tunnel, right? Yeah, we'll be just a couple blocks down from here will be where we come straight, jettisoning straight out of here into the building. Boom. So we'll have like a landing area right here for our cart upstairs, and then we'll have stairs that go down into the bottom of the Enderman farm where we do our killing, and we'll set up an enchantment room in here as well, and I think that would be really cool. But that's what she's starting to look like. This is the base. Something else we have to do is we have to build scaffolding. I didn't think far enough ahead. As I was building this platform right here, just this right here, I came up with all kinds of ideas, but in order to do it, I'm going to have to chisel down into the mountain and come out down below here, and then build scaffolding underneath this middle thing and around the edge as well, all the way around the circle, so that I can do some beneath decorating with some glass and some stone and stuff. So I've got to go back down there as well. This is a huge project. This is not going to be just a slap it up Enderman farm and start getting XP. We are going to get the Ender farm set up. We are going to do that. I want to get kind of the pad installed and kind of figure out the dimensions of this and find out exactly where it's. The first part of it has to be 43 blocks high. We know that because Endermen have to fall 43 blocks. So this is going to be 17. So this is our middle. Let's see. Let's see here. Okay, 8, 9. So this is 9. So we need to go 1, 2. Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We want it to be 17 long. We may go 15. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. This is going to be, that's 13, huh? What does that leave us between here? Let's see here. Some glass. We're going to go with glass on the rest of this down here, like so. And that is going to be our base, our floor in here. Don't swing down too hard. You're liable to go right in. But I think that's going to make a really cool view. A very cool view. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then how far are we away from here? Okay, we're 2 here, okay. So that, if I go 15, we're going to be butting up right against this, and then we're just going to have this little tiny pathway to get through here. And I don't want too small of paths. You know how I am. I like my big wide paths. So we might just go 13. We might make it a smaller Enderman farm. It may take us an extra minute or so, 2 minutes to get the Enderman that we need. But we'll do that. We'll go just 13. I think that's going to be a happy level for us. Oh man, it sure is nice to close that in. This was so hard to build. I'm not looking forward to the scaffolding part at all, because this is just so it truly is void. When you're squatted down going around these blocks like this, it just freaks me out. It really freaks me out a lot. I'm really worried about. I fell off. I didn't fall off actually. An Enderman knocked me off. When I got this platform, this circle built, I was up on the edge, and I was actually making my way along this edge right over here, lighting this up because the Enderman was standing over here, and I hit one with my sword, and I thought I would knock him off, and I didn't. He came right at me, and he punched me back. I hit him one more time, and then he shoved me right off the edge. Just no mercy at all. Just said, "See you later, radio," and he killed me. Real fast. So I'm really glad to have this floor in. At first I thought today we were going to do the scaffolding and go underneath, but I think I want to hold off on that. I want to make this a little safer here first for us to be walking around on. And plus it's going to help my imagination to get away with the building and figure out how I want to do this. I want it to have really cool walls, and I'm going to incorporate a lot of glass into this. I think it's going to be really cool to be able to see the trap as we come shooting out that tunnel right there. Just, right, it's going to be bound to be up in there somewhere, up in there. We'll come straight out this thing and land with this huge Enderman farm in here. I think it'll look cool. I think it'll look really cool. But I think 13 is about all we want. I think it's preferred 15 or 17, but I'm going to give that up for a little smaller trap that's going to fit into our, fit better into the world here. Ooh, it's crazy. Absolutely nuts. Got him. Boom. There's our floor. Let's pillar up a little bit and take a look. We need more stone brick. I'm trying to think if there's any other materials that I was going to put in this. We're obviously going to do we're going to do the bricks, like so, of course. And then glass. I guess bricks and glass is really going to be the thing. That looks really great. I like that. Let's go up a little bit higher. Yeah, I like that. That looks pretty cool. And the trap is actually going to come up here, so we're going to have, we'll have blocks on some of this glass. Actually, I wind up wasting glass is what I'm going to do. Anyways, yeah, that's going to be cool. It'll be cool. Very, very cool. I think we want to bring that... I think we want to bring this platform up one more when we come in here. Using stone tools. Figured why not. Let's bring this up one more. Let's have the Enderman standing up on this height right here. This will be their block 43. Okay, that'll be their block 43. I'm going to have to come up with something underneath here. This is not exactly what I had planned. I may have wasted this glass right here. Matter of fact, I think I did waste this pane of glass right here. Yeah, we've definitely got some waste that went on here. Actually, what I want to do here that little platform down there. Do I have any glass? I don't have any glass panes on me. And I don't have a workbench on me either. Tell you what, let me go back and get that, and we'll get this set up right. Because yeah, this is all wasted glass right here. This is all wasted glass. So I'll be right back. Let me get some glass panes. Look at these guys. Guys down here take advantage of a situation. I forgot to put torches on that. Enderman, I tell you, man. All right, here's where our rail is going to be. I wanted to represent this to you so you could see this in your head. Look at this awesome tunnel we have around us as we come cruising in here. It gets bigger and bigger as we come down this tunnel here. So that is really awesome. It's going to be cool to have the water down there and everything else. Whatever we decide to do with the walls here. It's going to need some serious supports. Anyway, so this continues out, of course. And we got to remember that we have to be able to send these carts back. I don't know what the heck happened there. We have to send our carts back when we're done. You know, after we get out here, we have to be able to push the button and the cart has to go back because we want it there because we're always going to come out into the settlers' quarters once we leave here. Now, originally, I was going to put it over there. But I decided that if we had run the tunnel that way, which we did do the tunnel that way, I think our return trip to the portal will be down that line, and we're going to come in on this line. Okay? Either way, when we get to the end of where we're riding our rail, we definitely have to make sure we send the cart back. It's quite a run, actually. It's a pretty decent run. So our rail will be way up here, which I think is awesome. We are way up in the sky. I think it definitely takes it to a kind of a sci-fi look when you come out into this huge purpleness like this. I mean, that is just unbelievable. Look at that. That is so cool. So when I'm down here, I want lots of glass. I want to be able to see out. Look at that. I pillared out and dropped down on those two little blocks that were sitting there and put torches on them. But you can see we still have a few spots here and there, especially right over here on this corner. There is a lot of space for them, but that's okay. We're going to go down there and then, like I said, get the scaffolding going out this way, and that should take us into what we get up underneath the building and do a little work underneath there as well. So okay, I'm glad you guys want to try it out already, but you know, you're going to have to give me the week, pal. You're going to have to give me the week. Okay, so we talked about the fact that we basically are wasting this. I could silk touch it and probably hop down there and grab it, but I really don't want to because that's just taking a chance of falling in with my materials, so I'm not going to do it. Now, one option I was thinking was we're going to do this. Okay, and then we are going to run, this would actually go continue on underneath here. This would go like so. And granted, I know we can't see it from here, but if we are someplace else on the island, we would be able to see it. So I think it would look cool if we have, like when I'm over here, now I can see that underneath this huge structure there is there's some kind of support that's going out into the island, you know, and then we'll have big ones off the top too, because it'll be way up there. We'll have big supports that go off and connect onto the top of the end. We'll build I don't know, just great big giant supports. Now the other idea I thought of, but I held back from, it was my original idea for this area right here, was the iron bars. But what happened was I started thinking about the glass, and I really like the glass, but I did want to see how these looked. Just a few. Let's see here. Yeah. Let's put one more down here. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, man, I tell you, have I said it already that it scares the crap out of me to build out here? There's iron bars. Let's hit that glass again. I think the glass looks real spacey too, and yeah, see, I like the glass. Look at that. You can see the water and stuff behind it really well. Do we have? We really don't have water on this side to represent the same thing, do we? Yeah, we do. We got water there, but it's not. I like the glass better. I think the glass is the winner here. We're going to do the glass down here, and then we're going to actually go out. We're going to come in underneath this lower brick that we've got down there. We're going to come out below that one, and scaffold our way out to it. I've got iron bars there, don't I? Yeah. A second arm underneath this one that'll come across underneath and go all the way to the end. That's as far as we can go right there. I think there's a block or two on the other side of that right there. Oh man, this is just so scary. It's a scary situation. I gotta go down there and try to get that stuff though. It's just in my blood. I gotta do it. I can get it, right? Yeah, I can get that stuff. I'm not gonna fall in. I got a barrier on both sides of me. Bingo. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go with the glass. A glass heavy build, I think. That sounds good to me. I do. And we'll touch that side up when we get back in there, you know. When we come underneath the building, we'll do that. Okay, so that was my idea there, and I like that. And then we'll have one more below it, so you'll really see some major structure underneath there. I think that'll look really cool. That's going to be a very hair-raising experience, I'm sure. Here we definitely want to come over this way. That's the pad, so we want at least two for us to stand on to beat the Enderman. So we want that there. We want to come out at least that far on the glass. Both sides. Okay. We'll see about leaving the glass underneath there. It might look cool from below while we're working down there. If it doesn't, then what we can do is we can come back and we can just we can swap them out real quick. No big deal. But right now we'll leave the glass down there because underneath the building it may look really kind of cool. Okay. Let's just put our whole pad in right now. That's how much room we need. We need to go up 43 blocks. Let's get this here. Okay, here's our middle two. Right here? Right here, right? No. It's right here and right here. There we go. Alright, so we want to go up. Well, this is as long as our pad is, right? Did I make this? I'm wondering if I just... No, I didn't make it. It's still 13 long. Okay, so we still have to come... This is our pad. We need to go 43 blocks up from there. 43 blocks up from there. From there. And from there. Just like so. This is the pad they stand on. Yes, okay, I'm doing this right. And then we can do this right here and this right here, I think. Is that right? Is that where we want those? So we actually need one more block here. Yes, this is where we want this. We'll have these going all the way up every 3 blocks. Like so. Boom. And then we're going to go up another 1, 2, 3. Actually, what we should do is put these in first. We want these in on the sides. I did put those there. Okay, good. It's up another couple here. And then bam, bam, boom. And we're just going to have to keep doing that over and over again until we go up and we're on level 43. Once we hit 43, then it has to be solid blocks. We'll put our buttons there. So let me get up to level 43, and I will come back at that point in time. Oops. Got a little swivery there. What are we doing that? All right. Whew. Look at this. Huh? Look at that. We are up in the sky. This is just the 43 block fall they have to make. We still have to go 3 up and then each layer. We're going to do 5 layers on here. So we've got a little bit of ways to go on this thing before we can call it done for sure. We got a little bit further up to go. It's going to work out pretty good, I think. Oops. I think this is the last row we have to, no, actually I have to put in one more, I believe. There's going to be a slab right on top of that, I believe. But I'm just going to keep going with the pattern that I've got here. Every 2, it's like a block and a half height. We could have definitely not used quite as much block, but I thought it would look cool if we had this really tight web. I think our pick is going to last us just, oh man, that caused unnecessary damage to the pick. All right, and then yeah, this one's going to go right about here. And then our button goes right there, and then we'll have 3 rows of vine, and then the trap starts on top where they spawn and fall down. I don't think we're going to need this though. We can leave that out. It's not necessary. It is not necessary. So that's how high this gets. This is our 43 block height. Watermelon. Quenching my thirst. Quenching my thirst and my hunger. The Enderman, this is the chute they'll fall down. And then we will, of course, reap the rewards at the bottom there for sure. Oh boy! So this didn't take too long actually. When I did that system, you know how you can walk these corners like this. Oh, of course, and I didn't this time. Oh my gosh! The one time, oh, I went all the way up there without falling once. Oh, that figures, right? Hey, Mom, look! And then that's about the time you die. You crash. Whatever it is you were trying to do doesn't go the right way. Ah, indeed. The one time I made it all the way up there without doing it. It took me several rows to figure out a pattern to use to get up there as fast as possible with those slabs without crouching and stuff, so I didn't have to waste any time with that. And yeah, I go to show you what I was doing, and I fall. Classic. Just classic. It's alright, we'll be back there in just a second anyways. This will give us a chance to kind of run out there. The video is going to run long, I believe. I'm not sure. I've been recording, I think, for a couple of hours now, so I'm going to have to end the video here pretty quick. Pretty quick. But let's go on out there and see what we've got going so far. We'll run down that tunnel and take a look at what the product looks like out there so far. And then we can envision, we'll be able to envision the... you know what? My cart's not always showing up down here. It's like it doesn't make it back, but then I can find it on the other side. So let me get us to the main tunnel, and then I'll come back. Okay, we're back. We're at the end of the tunnel. I thought, you know what? I'm going to grab some quick ender pearls real fast so we can get out there maybe a little bit quicker. Which is probably going to be dangerous in my hands, but what the heck? Our stuff should be sitting there. We didn't lose much. We've got some stone block and stuff in there, which would be nice to hold on to. And hopefully it fell within the boundaries of the floor down below. I felt good about that. This is enclosed, by the way, the trap. I filled that in. I just haven't taken down the top part of it. And there's a few other things that need to be cleaned up on the surface here. And as you can see, the Enderman was standing there. We still have a few dark places here and there that we have to light up. But, okay, so here we are. We're on our rail cart. We're coming down this direction here. This is beautiful. This ought to be really nice as the trap starts to come into place. There's your lines, your classic Enderman farm lines with the void behind them. That looks so cool. And boom, we come out here and whammo, pow, we ride in. And there's the 43, and then, of course, our trap on top of that. So our can is going to have to go all the way up and over this thing. It is going to be a huge project. We have a lot of glass, though. Made a lot of mistakes, didn't I? Getting up here. Let's see if our stuff is still here. Oh yeah, that looks good. Oh, can I get a hold of my pick so I can break in there to get my stuff out? It's funny, it landed right smack dab in the middle, didn't it? It's okay. There we go. No harm, no foul. It's the end. We're building the end farm for Pete's sake. You are bound to die. Time and time again. That's why you don't bring your good stuff here and you don't use that stuff while you're building it. You just you break out the tools you started with on Minecraft. You break these bad boys out, these suckers right here, the stone tools, and you use them that way. When you do die, it doesn't really matter if you lose your stuff or not. So yeah, we're going to have to pillar up, and I do have if we have an efficiency 3, unbreaking 3 right now. So we do have a nice digging pick. Once we get this bad boy up and running, we will of course be able to turn it into a much better pick. Efficiency 5, unbreaking 3 is what I'd like to have. But isn't that cool? That is going to be so cool. And then we ride in on our rail right in here, and we'll land on a platform right up here. Maybe what we'll do is a water vader in here. And we'll have a water vader to come down. Ooh. That could be really fun right at the end. Kind of a circular platform here at the end with a water vader in the middle of it, and our cart would be up there, of course, and we'll push the button to send it back. Ooh, I think that sounds like a really good idea. And then maybe an exit ramp right here that'll hook up to that. We'll turn this into sort of just a rail line that comes out here with a bubble of glass around it. And we'll be able to run up some stairs, hop on a cart there, and ride back, and that will exit us over by the portal. I think that sounds like a plan. And this whole thing right here will look like a major, huge, space station grinding machine, baby. It's a GE-71 grinding machine for the Enderman. Yeah, it is going to look really sweet. I hope you can envision that with me. Yeah, I hope the video wasn't too long either. Give me a like if you would. That would be great. Subscribe. Comment, of course, comment. I really appreciate the comments. They've been wonderful lately. Very nice. And don't forget to share. I'm the RadioMan03. We're making progress here on the GE-71 Ender Can. I'll talk to you again next time.